Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the BYU Cougars and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Bachmeier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
All right, and it all starts with a big Bear. I mean, first of all, when your name is Bear, you're cooler than everyone else. But when you saw him come in as a freshman a year ago, big, strong, everybody debated his weight. Is he 220? Is he 230? Probably closer to 250. And you watched him as a freshman make play after play with his legs, throwing the football. Palmer, this is a guy, man, in this offense, in this system, he takes another step, and he's better passing the ball through the air. You better watch out for BYU.
I think you're right. I think expectations are a lot different in Provo this year because of what you just said. I think Bear Bachmeier kind of came out of nowhere a year ago, and all of a sudden you blinked, and they were 8-0, and at the end of the year they're playing in the Big 12 championship game. He was just a freshman. He's had an outstanding offseason. The coaching staff already says he's digesting more of the playbook. They're going to be able to open it up a little bit more. He's going to play with more confidence, and if he stays healthy, BYU can win the conference and reach the playoff. Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's caught. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Finds a crease, it's Martin. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Lofts one high and deep. Goes high to pull it in. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. From the gun, looking for a man. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll go to the counter. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. You can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
7, Ole Miss 0.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the gun, it's Lacy. He's past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up to the completion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Lacy. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Straight ahead, it's Lacy. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And it was amazing to watch Kejuan Lacy take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you're kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long stride, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back, and I expect him to be fed and fed well.
And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it. It's Lindsey. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On play action. Still looking to his right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
The give on 4th down. He's not going to get there. He needed 2 yards, but he just got 1, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Got him right there.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Right side, it's Bachmeier. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Comes down, it's Martin. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Got the 1st down. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Lacey. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you...
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Wants to throw on 1st.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Quick give. It's Martin. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. There he goes. Open it up. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're...
Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Looking for the time with the extra point.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Left side is Casper. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Working the ground game. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Sets his feet. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the right. Got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. In traffic, it's Lions. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hits inside. It's Martin. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Back's got it on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Stopped right there. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Third and goal for the offense. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. Try to barge their way in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Blasted as he lets it go. Out wide right, it's Haas. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
He's got enough. Might have a chance. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on first down. They get to him as he throws. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Here we go. Ready? Hawkeye.
And back to the air on second down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Cowboys sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. They're all over it. Out wide left, it's Cunningham. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Lacy. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Oh, pressure's coming. He gets away. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
2nd down to the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
The run inside. It's Martin. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hands it off. Shows him the stiff arm. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the run, it's Martin. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, it's Martin. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moving the pocket, it's Bachmeier. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Down in the end zone, the big play there, and the defense gets the stop. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, gonna throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Second and long here. Straight ahead, it's Lacy. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Pickup of 5 is now second and 5.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Past the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Offense facing fourth down.
Kill. 180, raise cook.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on third down. If he doesn't get it, fourth down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want to go for it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Looking downfield. It's Chambliss. Across the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Trying to run, it's Lacy. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Back to pass on second down. Look out! Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable, the defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Third and long coming up. Going to run it. It's Lindsey. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Rush right in his face. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return. They will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. It's caught downfield. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
On the delay, it's Martin. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the 4th. Looking for space, it's Lacey. Hard running there. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Under pressure. Reels it in. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Yeah, when you get in the 2-minute drill, we don't got to get it all at once. Still got time on the clock, got to get these 1st downs. Use the stoppage of the clock to your advantage.
Quickly to the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw again. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. own 18-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going with the counter play here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Drops back. It's Spotmeyer. Unloads in the nick of time.
After that incompletion, now fourth down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now, and you need to try to go win this game.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw on first. Rushes on. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, they've thrown two straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Running the red zone, it's Lacey. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Rebels.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be for the win. And it's good! And they've regained the lead. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.